right, we have a graph that depicts the region, this gray region, that we want to revolve about the axis y equals -1, this dotted red, horizontal dotted red line down here. This black segment right here is intended to depict a typical radius of a washer. And we're going to use the formula pi times the outer radius squared minus the inner radius squared, the washer method. Okay, and this expression right here represents the outer radius. It's the distance from the axis of revolution to the outer end of the shell of a typical radius. And that would be top y coordinate, cosine of 2x, minus a -1. That would give us this total distance right here. So there's the outer radius. We got to square that. The inner radius would be this distance right here, which would be the distance from y is always 0 along in here. 0 minus a -1, or a distance of 1. So that's where we get this -1 out here. Minus. So this simplifies to pi times the definite integral from 0 to pi over 4. We're integrating from here to here of cosine squared 2x dx. And then I broke this apart just for discussion purposes. The definite integral of 2 cosine of 2x dx. This one, I have a feeling you wouldn't have any trouble doing that. Antiderivative of 2 cosine 2x. But the antiderivative of cosine squared 2x, well, I'm not going to take you through all the steps, but pause the video and take a look at this. Here's how you find an antiderivative for the cosine squared of 2x. You have to use a trigonometric identity and go through these steps. So there's what the antiderivative looks like. We don't need the c because we're going to be evaluating a definite integral. And here is an indication of what the answer hopefully looks like. Here's that outer radius squared minus inner radius squared. And it looks like Desmos evaluates it to 4.375. This capital F of x is the antiderivative of this expression, where the x over 2 plus 1/8 sine of 4x we saw on the previous board. The antiderivative, oh, by the way, of course you have to square this binomial, and then you get that 2 cosine 2x. The antiderivative of that is the sine of 2x. And then, of course, we would evaluate that from 0 to pi over 4. And so that's kind of what I've indicated on these next two lines. F of pi over 4 minus big F of 0 times pi gives us the same thing. Here I am evaluating f of pi over 4. If I put pi over 4 in for this x, I get pi over 8. If I put pi over 4 in for this x, I get the sine of pi, which is 0. Sine of pi over 2 is 1. And then if I put 0 in for all these x's, I get 0. And I could distribute this pi. I get pi squared plus 8 pi all over pi. All of these give us the same answer. So if you're looking for an exact answer, that's probably it right there. Okay, hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment. There you go.